Hey Virgo, this is Nikki. Happy Saturday. I hope that today is a good day for you all. If today is your birthday, September the 10th, I hope you're having a good birthday. I did a couple of readings earlier today. I'm going to do maybe one or two more tonight. This morning, before I started one of the readings, I was looking at a picture of my grandmother and me that I took when I visited Mississippi a few years before she passed away. So I'm going to see if I can pick up on some energy of your grandmother. This is a message from the other side from your grandmother. Okay. Spirit, give us messages here for the grandmothers who are on the other side for the Virgo Collective. If you have not already done so, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you're new to the channel, new to the family, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Don't forget, you all, to like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to pull a postcard here from the other side first. Okay. These postcards are pretty lengthy, but I'm going to read it. All right. Message for the Virgo. Message from Grandma on the other side. Okay, so we had a pop out, and I'm going to keep it. Message from the other side. Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday, moment-to-moment experience? Thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. Every time you wake up and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy and knowing it, cultivating it and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this when the time comes. You must know this when the time comes. You will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. We all love you like crazy over here. We all love you like crazy over here on the other side, letting you know that you're full of joy. Find joy. Find joy in love and find peace. Find joy is there. Okay. So we're going to get started on this reading about Grandma from the other side. Let's see. What messages do we have for Grandma from the other side? Messages from Grandma from the other side. We have here 4 of Wands. Maybe somebody's living in her. Maybe you're living in your grandmother's home. Maybe she left you her home, like at the family home or something. This is celebration. Maybe you're celebrating her life. Maybe she herself, Virgo, is a Virgo. Okay. Maybe you all share the same birthday. Or maybe, somewhere around that. You're celebrating her. We have here the King of Swords. She had a lot of strength, a lot of wisdom. I'm hearing a lot of fortitude. All right. Page of Pentacles. Maybe you're visiting her grave. Maybe you visited her grave recently, or maybe looked at her picture and it really upset you because you miss your grandma so much. His life has never been the same since she passed away. You just miss her, and I'm hearing the word sulking. It's like you're just so sad because you miss her. She's not around you. You think about her on special days, holidays. Maybe her birthday isn't in August, but you still think about her. You miss her. You miss her strength. You don't have that strength of that mother, your grandmother, that you used to have with anybody else. Probably you called your grandmother mama instead of grandma or something like that, Everybody, because she was so used to everybody in the family calling her mama. Everybody did it, even when you were a grandchild, or even if you were maybe a niece or a nephew or something, We have here the 8 of Cups. Maybe you're just thinking about her. I think we have a full moon tonight, you all. Maybe this energy around your grandma who's on the other side is very, very strong. Very, very strong and full of emotion. It's been an emotional day for me, okay? You're dealing with some things, some wounds that has been in your life today, especially for whatever reason. We have here the King of Wands as well as the King of Swords. She made you into the person you are today, all right? You may not think about it. You may not understand it. She possibly was a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. She was very fiery, had a lot of energy. Okay, and I'm here to cook her ass off. All right. We have the Knight of Cups. She loved you. She really did. She was adventurous a little bit too. She loved adventure, maybe loved to travel, maybe loved to go on the boat, maybe loved to play bingo. Always seeking stuff, but she always loved everybody just the same. Okay. Message from grandma from the other side. Here we have the 9 of Wands. She probably struggled in her life a lot. Even if you had some struggles in your life, she showed you how to be strong. She showed you that you can come through anything you set your mind to, you can do it. You didn't struggle with anything. It's like, wow, grandma, I miss you. You were there for me. Now I have a shoulder to lean on. Okay. I don't have a shoulder to lean on. Message from grandma. She was always looking for the happiness in her life. She didn't want to be sad, but she didn't want you to be sad. She didn't want you holding on to a bunch of negativity. She was full of grit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's celebrating her today. Maybe you're thinking about maybe visiting her gravesite, visiting her crypt or mausoleum or sepulcher, wherever she is buried right now. She's possibly in a wall, a family tomb. Okay. You're definitely thinking about her with this 8 of Cups. Let's clarify. Okay. We have here the moon. You see, I said something about the moon earlier. We got the Queen of Wands. So you're missing her. And this could be a grandmother who is on the other side with the grandfather. They're both with you. They're both around you. You're wondering or thinking about you, or you're wondering, are they around you? Is there energy around you? Yes, it is. Especially when there's something about you and the moon. Maybe you have a tattoo of a moon with their name written in it. Okay. So there's places that you're going. You don't know where you're headed. You don't know what's going to happen, but you're getting these blessings. I'm hearing happy blessings from the other side from your grandparents. Virgo. Both of my grandparents are on the other side. Dempsey was my grandfather. Sadie was my grandmother, and my father's name was Tommy Lee. All of them are on the other side, and my mother Dora. Okay, Dora May. Country names, right? Yeah, I know, Mississippi. Message from the other side, Virgo. They want you to keep on moving, keep on growing. They probably left you somebody a mink coat. They love to wear coats and those church hats. Can't touch me with this motherfucking church hat on my head. I love to look good, love to floss, love those. Just love to be dressed down, dressed to a T. All right. Ooh, your granddaddy is here with. Don't leave me out. I'm here too. Okay. Granddaddy is with you too, Virgo. Got the lighting in there. He is. He was a ball of fire, Virgo. Message for your grandmother from the other side. Favorite color was red. Your grandfather probably had a red truck or a red car. Message here for Virgo from grandma. And they were lovers. They loved each other. I kind of got a feeling though that somebody cheated, because this cheating card stuck out again to me. Somebody cheated in this relationship, but yet they still loved each other. That cheating situation was painless. She kept her man, or he kept his woman. You are mine. Could it be a Libra as well? Libra is next. So we have Virgo and then Libra. Maybe they were at the cusp or whatever. Message from grandma on the other side, Virgo. Somebody had a miscarriage. She probably had a miscarriage. If you had a miscarriage, she's telling you that that baby's on the other side with her, possibly a Capricorn. Keep on moving. Never give up. I'm hearing that song Clarence Carter, Stroking. Ooh, they had sex until they couldn't have it anymore, Virgo. They were still at each other in the bedroom. Okay, Virgo. I may go live tonight. I'm thinking about going live for a little bit, just to let you all know. Virgo. If I don't go live tonight, I'll try to go live tomorrow night. Message from the other side, from your grandmother. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Swords. You have some very strong intentions. They want you to ground yourself, stand up for what you believe is right. Hold on to your magic. And look, hold on to your magic. I have the 10 of Cups, and I have the 2 of Cups. So your grandparents undoubtedly stayed together till one of them passed away. Maybe they passed away around the same time. They loved each other until death, and until death did them part, but they're still together on the other side. We're still together. So one of them could have been a Libra, but they loved each other, you all, and they are still on the other side together. We're still together. Okay. They're sending you about abundance. I'm hearing a bounty, but they're sending you abundance, Virgo. Okay. They're saying that you're too cautious at times, and that you're too afraid to move to the next step in your life, and that kind of holds you back from your blessings. Look, the Tower. When you hold back, it pushes you away from your total greatness. It pushes you away from gifts that Spirit has to offer you. Sometimes you just shoot your own self in the foot. There's some blessings out there for you. There's love out there for you. This is 10 of Cups. There's something beautiful out there for you, but you're afraid because you think you're going to get hurt again. They want you not to be so cautious when it comes to love. It's okay to get to know somebody, to take your time, Virgo, but don't. Somebody has definitely missed their love. You have definitely missed somebody who was there for you, who was going to be there for you, who was going to be there to love you, to care for you, to give you everything you need. But you were afraid, and you walked away. You didn't give this person a chance, okay? Because of this person's going to crown you with the love, with the glory of love, okay? I'm hearing crown you with the glory of love. Peter Cetera, glory of love. I'm going to put that sign in the comments for you. This guy was going to love you to death, or her. Take it how it resonates. They were really going to give you all the love that you need. And they were saying, you know what? I'm ready for this beautiful woman. I'm ready for this magnificent man. But I'm afraid. But when you walked away, they still have feelings for you, Virgo. They still may have feelings for you. They may not have expressed to you their feelings. You gotta let somebody in. You gotta let somebody love you. I wanna love you. I wanna wine you and dine you up on the floor. I wanna see you walk. Whatever, Akon. I wanna love you. All this man, all this woman wants to do, all they wanted to do was love you. But here is somebody who is on the other side, your grandmother or grandfather here. This fire sign saying, what are you doing? This man or this woman wants to love you. What are you doing? Eyes wide open, looking at you, making possibly the biggest mistake of your life because you fear love. You wanted a love like theirs, okay? You wanted a relationship like theirs, but they were one of a kind. Okay, they were one of a kind. You were so used to dealing with toxic people who were cheating on you, Virgo, who was not treating you right. Dealing with people who just did you dirty. That's what you were used to. That's what you're afraid of. Everybody's not the ex. Everybody's not the person who cheated on you. You gotta let that go because you're carrying that negative energy with you. It's holding you back from love. It's holding you back from progressing in your life because you carry too much of a motherfucking burden. That's what I'm hearing. You carrying too much. Gotta let it go. You got 10 of Wands here. You got love. You got heartbreak. You got a work situation that didn't work out right. You got kids and family members getting on your last nerve. You fighting with energies that no longer serve. Just tell them let it go. You're holding on for too much. Your grandparents didn't give two craps about nothing. They lived their life to its fullest, to their dying day. There's nothing that you need to be holding on to. You got to let it go. Message from Grandma from the other side for Virgo. Okay. I'm standing right next to you. They were with you then, and they are with you now, Virgo. They're always with you. They're always around you. You may not never feel them, but they're there. If you've been thinking about your grandmother or grandfather from the other side, that they're no longer with you, but you've been wondering about them. If they're around you, this is possibly what you're needing to hear. Yeah, they are around you. Okay. It's not your fault. I'm sorry that you weren't there when I passed away, but I went on my own terms. They passed away on their own terms. You don't have anything to feel guilty about maybe not getting there in time. Maybe you weren't talking to your grandparent then, Virgo. I'm hearing okay. So my mother named me after her mother, Evelina. So I kind of feel her energy. She passed away. My mother said around the same time. What's his name? The president got shot. I can't even think of his name, but the one who has curse. They say the curse is on his family. Anyway, the 60s. I can't think of his name right now. She is saying that she's just a thought away. Now I didn't see these. Aries and Gemini. I don't know how they even got over there. So maybe you're dealing with an Aries and a Gemini grandmother and grandfather who is on the other side. Kennedy. My mother said her mother passed away around the time Kennedy got shot. Okay, but she named me after her mother. That's why it's a country name, Evelina. Okay. All right. So I have a new understanding. But what do you have what do they have a new understanding about on the other side? What is your grandmother? Because this is what this reading is about. But your grandfather is here as well. She has a new meaning on the other side about life. About what? Maybe somebody here likes to skate. Okay. What does she have a new meaning about, Spirit, from the other side? Ooh, Virgo. We have the storms, okay? We have surrender, and we have sacred lust. I have a new understanding of I have a new understanding of life, of love, of being happy, of going after what it is you want. If you want that pickle, go get it. You know, people find you very attractive. She wants you to know that you are so beautiful and amazing. Go after what it is that you want. Go after your femininity or your masculinity. Let it fall all out, Virgo. Let it hang out, okay? You're going through some storms right now. We just heard some thunder earlier in the reading, okay? We have surrender to the storms that's brewing inside of you. The lust that's inside of you. Surrender to love. Surrender to your masculinity or your femininity. Let it all hang out. Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to let somebody come in and worship the ground you walk on. I'm here and worship the coochie, okay? Don't be afraid to let somebody worship that coochie, Virgo. That's what I'm talking about. She has a new understanding that, I should have done more in my life. I should have, even though she lived her life to the fullest, maybe there were some things in the bedroom that she didn't do that she wished she would have, She wants you to open up to your divine femininity or your divine masculinity. Be open, baby, to giving and receiving. Giving and receiving in the bedroom. I mean, you're going to be blessed with a partner. Sometimes you get into these unbalanced relationships. It's also unbalanced in the bedroom. You like something he doesn't like. He likes something you don't like. You're going to finally beat that one who's going to meet you, and both of y'all are going to like and enjoy the same things. And wow. It's going to be on and popping. It's going to be some equal give and take in that motherfucking bedroom. There I go. What other messages does your grandma have for you? And she wants you to appreciate your body for what it is. Okay? She wants you to look in that mirror, Virgo, and say how beautiful. Tell yourself that you're beautiful because she feels that you're very beautiful or very handsome, male or female. All right? She wants you to appreciate your sexuality. How sexy you are, how feminine you are, how masculine you are. And people watch you. She wants you to know people love the shape of your body. They love the sway of those big hips, okay? They love to smack that ass. Virgo your grandmother was more hip than you thought she was. And you need to stop lying to yourself about how you look. Maybe there's some shame there in your life. I'm ashamed of my breasts. I'm ashamed of my hips. I'm ashamed of my belly. I'm ashamed of whatever. I'm ashamed of the way I look. Don't do that. She wants you to love yourself completely. She wants you to love yourself whole. Okay. She's telling you the truth. You need to hear the truth. You've sabotaged a lot of relationships, but based on the way you look. Can't do that. Based on how you feel about yourself, Virgo. She doesn't want you to continue to do that. Love yourself fully. Love yourself completely. Okay. Enjoy life. Enjoy pleasure. It's time for you to shine, Virgo. You got some good juju about you, okay? You got some good juju about you, Virgo. She wants you to know you are such a bright light in her eyes. And your femininity and your masculinity just shines. Okay. Shine, shine. We have shine and we have pleasure. She wants you to enjoy pleasure. Some of you all, or a lot of you all, or should I say a lot of us, uh, or practicing celibacy. If that's what you want to do, okay. But it's time for you to enjoy. It's time for you to let the world in. I'm not saying go out there and be a hook, a lady in the street and a freak in the bedroom. I'm not saying to go out there and just let it all hang out like that. But it's time to enjoy life. It's time for you to let loose and say, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy sex. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to enjoy pleasuring other people. I'm going to enjoy accepting pleasure from somebody else. Because you got some storms brewing inside of you, Virgo, and it has something to do with lust. You got to surrender to the storms that are brewing up inside of you. I think that your grandmother was very, very sexy. Like I said, she wore them coats and those hats and everything, just shine. She just wants you to enjoy your life, wants you to enjoy your glory. Okay. Some of them, she probably left you a ring or something that you're wearing, like a necklace or something. Well, her jewelry in general. Maybe you all split her jewelry up and split her minks up and coats or something up like that. But she was very, very spicy. Okay. She told it like it was. She didn't sugarcoat it. Must have been a Virgo. Message from grandma from the other side. Brown. Her hair color could have been brown. Eyes, that's a dominant color, brown. Could have been her last name, Brown. Scorpio energy. Grandma. Spring. She was a young grandmother, but she passed away possibly young in her life, and she loved music. She loved music, Virgo. And spring, I had Pisces. Maybe she was a Pisces too, a water sign. Okay. Green could be her favorite color. She could have had green eyes as well. Could have had a hyphenated name, brown green or green brown or whatever. Like my pastor's wife, her last name was James, or when she married him, no, her maiden name was King, but when she married my last name, her name became King James. Ain't that something? Easter could have been your grandmother's name. Could have been Esther. And we had a card earlier. You have nothing to feel guilty about. She's saying, please forgive me. It's not your fault. Just forgive me. If your grandmother did something or said something to you, she said it's not your fault. Forgive me. Just don't even go there. Okay. Easter. She loves to make the Easter eggs for the kids. That was a happy time of the year for you. She loves to go to church. Possibly a pastor's wife. She's sending you blessings, Virgo. She's sending you blessings. And she said, that jackass cheated on you. Okay. Could have the last name Black. She says, yeah, it's not as dark as you think it is. Yeah, he cheated and we got to end it. It's time for you to end it. He cheated. She's letting you know if you're thinking about your man or your woman, they cheated on you. She wants you to know she's seeing all of that shit from the other side. We're going to get some final messages for you. Virgo, let's get some final messages from grandma on the other side. Duality, many meanings and misunderstandings. Kind of like practice some things. I'm hearing also practice what you preach. We have here creation, expansion, and networking, building your world. Okay. There's many meanings to many aspects of your life. You may get some many meanings out of this reading. But understand this reading as much as you can, how you can. It may not be meant for you. It may be meant for the next person here. We have timeless dance of life. Enjoying your life. Timeless. Okay. Life goes on and on, even from the other side, just in a different way. I mean, just in a different realm. And your grandmother is communicating with you through clairvoyance. Maybe you see her. Maybe you hear her. Inspiration, interpretation, and trust, because she's helping you to understand some physical things, some spiritual things, and you're trying to get clarity on them. Maybe you need to maybe you thought about, well, maybe I need to get a reading. Maybe I have my own cards. Maybe I can figure out what's going on, what messages that my grandmother is sending me, because I think about her. Even if your grandmother passed away before you even were born, you think about her. My grandmother, Evelina, passed away, I think in 66. I was born in 73. So I never got to meet her. My mother never had pictures of her, so I don't even know how she looks. But inspiration, interpretation, and trust. Trust the messages that you get, the energy that's around you, okay? You have many different facets of your life, many different things to learn. You know, like my pastor used to say, learning stops at the grave. Okay, you're gonna always have some misunderstandings in your life, but it's your choice on how you're gonna fix it. How can you talk? How are you going to understand the things around you? By learning about it. How are you going to learn about your spiritual gifts that run in your family? By reading about it, by learning about it, by learning and doing. Maybe some of you saw your grandmother with tarot cards. Maybe she had some sort of altar that she prayed to. She lit her candles, lit her sage, said whatever it is she needed to say. And that's something that you were blessed to have, that gift. Idyllic times. Your energy and your wisdom is going to get stronger, but also you're going to have a lot of clarity around you, a lot of wisdom around you, a more clear understanding of what it is that you are to do with your life. It's time to get started on your dream, your garden paradise. It's time to build your future here. And it's something beautiful coming for you. You don't have to worry about it. You're going to have to help it come to you. It's not going to just come while you just sit there and do nothing, Virgo. It's going to come to you, but you got to get started. Okay, you got to get started. You have this bull determination, sexuality, which is a beautiful gift that you have. Probably the best lover some of these people in their lives ever had, but you're hiding this shit under a cloak. You're not letting anybody near it. Okay, Virgos can be the best lovers. I'm telling you. You're going to find so many understanding in so many different aspects of your life. Maybe you are misunderstanding where you're headed in your life, but your grandmother's telling you, I'm bringing you clarity. Okay. We got the courage here again. Your grandfather is sending his energy, his fire energy. Have courage and strength. Be fierce because your family is around you. Your family is with you on the other side, Virgo. River of blessings, releasing those constraints that are holding you back mentally, physically, and sexually as well. Coming into your masculinity, coming into your femininity, okay? And letting yourself experience love, Virgo. Letting yourself experience earth magic, love magic. Experience this. Let your love come down, Virgo. Be fearless. You got to remove these sexual obstacles that are in front of you. Some of you all choose to be celibate. Some of you you are celibate, not by choice because you don't have a relationship, and that's okay. Okay, but you got to let somebody into your life. I'm not telling you to go in there and just fuck anything. You know that we got wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. I always put a lot of music in my readings, you all, because that's what I hear. Music, some movies or whatever, but the gist of it is music. Is you learning something. Go out and enjoy yourself. You know what? I will go to a concert. Like last night, I went to Michael Bolton concert by myself, and I had a good time. So even if you have to go out and enjoy life by yourself, just do it. Put yourself out there. You are a magical being. Okay. Let's get a final card for Virgo. Messages from Grandma from the other side. 2, you have hidden knowledge. Akashic record, silent understanding. And you're going to have that understanding. That what you no longer understand or you never understood is going to come through this ancestral realm that you are partaking in. I hear stuff so fast that you are partaking in your mind and in your spirit right now. You're going to feel it. Your spirit is trying to communicate with you through the other side. There's hidden knowledge inside of you that's coming from your grandmother, that's coming from your grandmother, that's coming from your grandfather. Your grandfather wants you to be stronger, but your grandmother wants you to start having sex. That's all I'm going to say. We have miracles, ancient wisdom, okay? Ancient wisdom, Virgo. I hope this message resonates with you all. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.